I am purposefully designed by the Creator. This single affirmation has the power to shift the course of your day, your year, and even your life. It is not just a motivational phrase to say in front of the mirror. It is a declaration of divine intention, a reminder that you are not a random collection of atoms or a mere accident of biology. You are not here simply to survive, to function, or to drift through time like a leaf carried by the wind. You were formed with thought, crafted with care, and designed with a unique purpose that only you can fulfill. Think about the human fingerprint. Out of the billions of people who have ever lived, no two fingerprints have ever been the same. That alone tells you something profound. You are one of one. There is no replica of your soul. Your combination of talents, your voice, your thought patterns, your presence, even your struggles, are all pieces of a larger, intentional design. And when you begin to truly internalize that you were made by a Creator who does not waste a single detail, you stop seeing your life as a coincidence and start seeing it as a calling. Let's bring this down to real life. Imagine a potter sculpting clay. Every curve, every edge, every imprint of their fingers is intentional. Even when the clay is soft and misshapen, the potter doesn't throw it away. They mold it again. That's how the Creator works with us. Even when life bends us out of shape, through disappointments, failures, or rejection, we are never discarded. We are simply being reshaped for a purpose greater than we understand in that moment. The process may be messy, but the design is divine. Now think of someone who works in a high-pressure job, constantly under stress, juggling responsibilities, perhaps raising a family while pursuing a career. It's easy for that person to wake up and feel like they're just trying to make it through the day. But when they start telling themselves each morning, I am purposefully designed by the Creator, something changes. Their work becomes more than just a paycheck. Their daily routines begin to reflect value, not just obligation. Even in the middle of chaos, they can feel centered, knowing they are not just living, they are fulfilling something sacred. You see, your purpose isn't always in the spotlight. It's often hidden in your consistency, in the things you do when no one is watching. When a mother gets up early to pack her kids' lunches with love, when a young man works 2 jobs to pay for college, when a teacher stays after school to help a struggling student. These may seem small in the eyes of the world, but they echo loudly in the spirit. Because anything done in alignment with who you were designed to be is never wasted. It fulfills something eternal. Start saying it with conviction. I am purposefully designed by the Creator. Say it when you're strong, and even more when you're tired. Say it when you win, and especially when you fail. This truth doesn't change with your mood or circumstances. Your purpose isn't on hold because of your past mistakes. Your design didn't expire when you faced disappointment. The beauty of divine intention is that it works to every detail of your life. The highs, the lows, the moments that made sense, and the ones that broke you. All of it is being shaped into something meaningful. You have a unique voice. You have thoughts and ideas that no one else on earth will ever replicate. That's not an accident. That's design. When you show up fully as yourself, not pretending, not performing, you are honoring the Creator's blueprint. And the world doesn't need more copies. It needs more originals who are aligned with why they were created. Even the way your heart beats, the rhythm of it, the force, the precision, speaks of design. You didn't have to think about breathing today. It was given to you freely. That breath, it's proof that purpose still exists in you. If you were not meant to be here, your breath would not still be with you. So the next time doubt creeps in, when comparison tries to steal your worth, when your mind tries to convince you that you're not special, remind yourself, I am not random, I am not forgotten, I am not late, I am not less. I am purposefully designed by the Creator. Because when you know you were made with purpose, you walk differently. You speak with more clarity. You show up in the world with a kind of quiet confidence. Not arrogance, but alignment. You don't chase validation because you've already been validated by the one who formed you. That is the power of this morning declaration. And when you speak it daily, it becomes more than words. It becomes your foundation. I choose alignment, not just activity. In a world that worships business, where our worth is often measured by how full our calendar looks or how many tasks we complete before noon, this simple yet powerful declaration can be the difference between living on purpose or simply existing on autopilot. Alignment is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters, what aligns with the reason you were created. It's about sensing your thoughts, your actions, and your direction with a higher order, with the divine current that already knows where you're supposed to go. When you wake up every morning and declare this truth over your life, you begin to filter your choices not through pressure, but through purpose. Imagine someone who wakes up at 6 a.m., gets dressed, hurries through traffic, answers emails before breakfast, and finishes the day feeling drained, yet strangely unfulfilled. Sound familiar? That's what activity without alignment looks like. You can be incredibly busy and still feel empty inside. That's because motion is not the same as meaning. And just because you're moving doesn't mean you're moving in the right direction. Now contrast that with someone who takes a moment in the morning to pause, reflect, and ask, is what I'm doing today aligned with who I'm called to be? That person might have a slower start, fewer tasks, or even a shorter to-do list. But every step they take is intentional. Every conversation they have built something meaningful. Their energy isn't wasted. It's invested. And at the end of the day, they may feel physically tired, but spiritually fulfilled. That's the difference alignment makes. Let's take the example of a compass. A compass doesn't give you detailed instructions. It doesn't say turn left or right. It simply points to true north. In life, alignment with divine purpose acts the same way. It may not give you all the details, but it gives you direction. And once you're oriented in the right direction, even small steps begin to take you somewhere significant. Without alignment, you can run fast, but in circles. With alignment, you can walk slowly and still arrive exactly where you're meant to be. Alignment also protects your energy. So many people burn out not because they are weak, but because they are disconnected. When your soul is not aligned with your actions, you will always feel like something is off. It's like driving a car with the wheels slightly turned. You may still be moving, but there's resistance. But when you align your internal compass with the higher purpose God placed in you, you start to move with grace, not just grit. You begin to see divine timing unfold. You stop forcing things and start flowing with them. Think of a musician in an orchestra. If they play faster or slower than the others, even if they're technically perfect, they're out of sync. But when every musician is aligned with the same rhythm, the same conductor, a beautiful harmony is created. Life works the same way. You could be talented, gifted, hardworking, but without alignment to the divine rhythm of your purpose, it won't feel right. But when you tune yourself to the frequency of your calling, your life becomes music that inspires others. So when you say, I choose alignment, not just activity, you are not choosing laziness. You are choosing intentionality. You are choosing not to waste your time, your energy, your focus on things that do not resonate with who you are becoming. You are refusing to chase what looks good and instead pursuing what is good for your soul. Every day brings 1,000 opportunities to get distracted. Social media tells you what to be. Society tells you what to do. Comparison whispers that you're behind. But alignment silences the noise. It tells you, stay in your lane, move with purpose. You're not late. You're right on divine schedule. That's peace, and peace is a powerful compass. A person who lives in alignment doesn't need constant external motivation. They are pulled by something deeper. A knowing that their life is part of something sacred. They don't panic when others succeed because they understand what's for them is not for me, and what's for me cannot be missed. That kind of clarity makes you bold, not rushed, calm, not careless, focused, not frantic. So tomorrow morning, before you get pulled into the pressure to perform, pause. Close your eyes, take a breath, and say to yourself with certainty, I choose alignment, not just activity. Then ask yourself what actions, thoughts, or choices today support that alignment. You might find that you cancel an appointment, say no to a request, take a new risk, or finally begin something you've delayed. That's the power of living aligned. Because alignment is not about being perfect. It's about being positioned. Positioned to hear, to receive, to respond to the divine prompting within you. And when you live from that place, you don't just survive the day. You walk in it with authority, purpose, and peace. I speak what I want to see. This is more than just a sentence. It's a way of living. It's a principle that carries weight beyond motivation. It is a spiritual technology, a law of the universe, and a divine instruction embedded deep into the rhythm of life itself. What you speak is what you shape. Your words are not random. They are not powerless. They are seeds. And your life is the soil. If you want to change what grows in your life, you must first change what you plant with your words. Most people speak based on what they feel or what they see. But feelings are fleeting, and what you see is often temporary. If you only speak what is happening, You will stay stuck in cycles that reflect your past. But when you wake up in the morning and start declaring what you want to see, what you believe is possible, what aligns with the life you are becoming, you shift from reaction to creation. You move from echoing the present to calling forth the future. Imagine someone who starts their day by saying, "I'm tired, I'm stuck, nothing ever works out for me." Those words might feel honest, even justified by circumstances. But spoken over time, those statements become more than thoughts. They become beliefs, and beliefs shape reality. Without even realizing it, that person begins to walk, think, and act like someone who is tired and stuck. They begin to subconsciously reject opportunities that contradict the story they've been telling themselves. Their words have built a cage around their potential. Now picture another person. They wake up to the same challenges. Maybe their bank account is low, their job is draining, their relationships feel distant. But instead of speaking lack, they declare, "I am favored. Today is filled with divine opportunities. I walk in wisdom. I carry peace. Doors are opening for me that I cannot yet see." Their environment hasn't changed, yet their atmosphere has. That's the difference your words can make. It doesn't mean you lie to yourself. It means you speak by faith, not by fear. You speak according to the vision you hold, not the limitations you see. Think of a farmer. He doesn't go into the field and say, "There's no corn, I guess I'm a failure." No, he knows the harvest takes time. He plants seeds, waters them, and waits. Your words are the same. When you speak, you are planting. And when you keep speaking, you're watering. Eventually, the harvest comes. Not always in the way you expect, but always in alignment with the seeds you've sown. The universe was designed to respond to intentional speech. This is why the most powerful leaders, creators, visionaries, and spiritual teachers have always emphasized the power of words. Even in everyday life, you can see the difference. A teacher who speaks life into a struggling student may unlock a future leader. A parent who reminds their child, "You are intelligent, you are kind, you are destined for greatness," is doing more than offering praise. They are forming identity. A business owner who walks into the office and says, "Today we grow, today we lead, today we serve with excellence," is not just motivating the team, they are shaping the energy and outcomes of the day. You must become the architect of your reality through language. Every morning is a construction site, and your words are the tools. If you say, "Nothing will change," you are building walls. If you say, "There's something powerful is unfolding in my life," you are building windows. Your speech creates the structure your future will live in. And this isn't wishful thinking. It's alignment with how life was designed to work. Think back to moments in your life where something shifted. Maybe you got a job, met the right person, found an unexpected breakthrough. What if you had spoken doubt into those moments? What if you had said, "This will never work," and given up? But you didn't. You spoke hope, even in small ways, and something responded. That's proof enough your words carry influence beyond what you can see. So each morning, when the world is still quiet, before your day begins to pull you in different directions. Claim your reality. Say it out loud, even if you don't feel it yet. I speak peace into my atmosphere. I speak energy into my body. I speak clarity into my thoughts. I speak joy into my relationships. I speak provision into my finances. I speak favor into my work. I speak healing into every place I've been broken. You are not just talking. You are commanding. You are aligning. You are giving the universe, your mind, your emotions, and your actions a blueprint to follow. And if you do this consistently, your life will begin to take the shape of your declarations. Not because it's magic, but because it's divine principle. This is why ancient wisdom has always warned us, be careful with your words. Because every time you speak, you are either building or breaking. You are either aligning or drifting. So speak on purpose. Speak with intention. Speak what you want to see, and you will begin to live what you've declared.